Hello, Artful Manifestors. Thank you for joining me. In today's Timeless Pick a Card Tarot reading, we are discovering what magic or power is lying dormant within you that you've yet to discover. To do that, you're going to choose from one of these crystals or cards that I'm about to reveal. I always set my intentions for your highest and best good. All right, for reading number one, we have the goat along with Dragonstone. And for reading number two, we have crystal along with the goddess stone. And for reading number three, we have cave along with K2. Let your intuition be your guide. Whichever crystal and or card you're most drawn to is probably the message meant for you. Of course, you're always welcome to listen to two or even all three of the readings, as there may be additional messages for you there. On November 15th, 2024, I'm giving away a free personalized tarot reading. All you have to do to qualify is give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to this channel if you haven't already, and type Beaver Moon in the comments below. Good luck. Hello, reading number one. Welcome. You chose the Dragonstone, which is a great manifestation tool. It helps you both with financial abundance and personal happiness. It raises our spiritual vibration and self-confidence, making us the masters of our own fate. And the card you chose, goat, I can't help but think of greatest of all times. And of course, goats can climb to great heights. They have excellent balance. And so I feel like whatever this is, whatever you decide to set your sights on, you'll achieve to, the maximum point. You'll really climb to great heights. Let's see if we can get some more clues. And I don't know if you saw the light flicker when I was saying that, but it's like you have these really fantastic manifestation powers. All right. What powers? Oh, okay. Find the lesson. So, okay. That is Cora coming to say hello. All right, if you follow me on Instagram, that was Cora coming to say hello, but she did it so politely because she saw that I was reading. So she just kind of was holding in all of her excitement until I paused so I could hug her. But anyways, find the lesson. I'm sure that that's somehow part of your reading. We'll discover how in a minute. Finding the lesson. If you haven't already figured out, one of your abilities is to take something that seems like a negative and turn it into a positive. Whether it's discovering something about yourself or someone else, or just seeing it as an opportunity to grow. You are able to learn from difficult experiences, even mistakes or perceived, quote unquote failures. You're always able to turn this into a positive. And again, if you haven't figured this out yet, this is one of your untapped powers that you're yet to realize. But that is an ability that you have, and your guides want you to know that. All right, let's get some more clues. Superpowers, magic is reading number 1. Yet to discover. Past self. Connecting with what was. All right, if you feel a strong connection to past lives, that is one of your abilities. And there goes Cora. And if you haven't figured this out, then this is something that you may be able to do, is go to the Akashic records or just spontaneously tap into knowledge that you acquired from other lives. So you may just seem to know how to do something. One of the ways that we tap into our past life experiences is through our talents. There are some things that people seem naturally good at, like singing or athleticism or creativity. And it's because these are skills that they developed in other lifetimes. So that if you have any of those, just know that's one of the ways that you got that. But also you can tap into your past lives through meditation, through dreams, or just kind of spontaneously. So if that's something you're already starting to do, or you're just very curious about, put that in the comments. If you're curious about it, it's because your guides are kind of gently nudging you to dive deeper into that, to pursue it, because you'll be able to learn something about yourself and bring back knowledge with you. All right, let's keep going. I'm thinking you must also be, your heart is just so big. You're just so loving and nurturing. We see here a mother and child. And the way that Cora came in when I pulled this card, she just is so love. She was just exuding so much love. And what I think is that you can heal your past from the present. I know this may not sound like a superpower, but what they're showing me is you connecting to, whether it's your infant self, yourself as a young child, yourself in a past life, and you're healing things. You're healing timelines. You're healing your ancestral lines. You're healing the other people involved in whatever situation it is that may have created a wound, by going back and just pouring out love on that situation, whether it's something that, somebody did something to you or you did something to somebody. One of your superpowers or magical powers is your ability to be able to go back and look at that situation and pour love on it and heal it. It's like a film strip, if you know what that is, if you're old enough. A film strip, you have the whole film, the whole movie on a film strip, and you can go back to one specific point. And, if it gets damaged, you can repair it. And you can even cut things out or change them. This is an old form of editing film back in the days. You could go out and splice things together. So they're showing me you doing something like this, you being able to go back to any point of time and just outpour your love on it and heal everyone involved for the highest and best good for everyone. Wow. What an amazing superpower. All right, or magical power. What other powers or magic has reading number 1 yet to discover? All right, too many flipped out, but I'm going to take the one that revealed itself, which is the Coyote and Datura. And Datura is such a beautiful flower. It's this big trumpet-shaped flower. But the deceit is that it is very poisonous. And in fact, this is one of the ingredients that witches used to help them fly. And the coyote is often depicted as a trickster. So one of your abilities is to be able to detect when somebody is trying to deceive you or manipulate something, manipulate you or situation in a way that's not beneficial for everyone. But again, with this card, what I see is that you're able to not only see that, but use it to your advantage. And they're taking me back to the film strip example because, you know, they're reminding me I could have gone back and edited this and taken out that interruption with Cora, but instead I'm able to use Cora coming in here and interacting with me and giving me a big hug as part of your message. And that's what you're able to do, is you're able to use whatever comes your way, whether it's someone that's trying to deceive you or an interruption or some mistake, and you're able to use that into, you know, in a positive way. You're able to turn it into an advantage. Love that. All right, let's get some tarot cards. Find out what reading number 1's magic or power they've yet to discover or tap into. Or perhaps you have and you're just learning ways to utilize it more. All right, the Queen of Cups. Well, she is dancing, so if you don't dance, this is something that you definitely can do, and it may be very specific for some people to dance professionally, but what I'm seeing is using dance as a ritual, using it to elevate your energy and using it to help you manifest things. Also, dance is, you know, wonderful for our body, keeps our body healthy and young and strong. And I love that the Queen of Cups is coming out under Find the Lesson card, the card where Cora came in, because the Queen of Cups is all about love. She channels divine love. So again, it is through your love that you are a great manifester. Following your heart, healing things, and more they're understanding that our heart, our physical heart, emits this electromagnetic field, and it has an intelligence, and it sends out specific frequencies, very specific frequencies, and it is those frequencies that bring into our life our reality. And so your one of your magic abilities is to be able to manifest by using your heart center, your heart chakra, your physical heart, your love. You can heal with it. You can turn disadvantages into advantages. And you can manifest things just like this Dragonstone spoke of. You're a master of your own fate. All right. I am loving your reading number 1. Such beautiful energy. All right, let's see what these are, and then I'll see if we have enough space for the other one. All right, we have the Hierophant, which is tradition, structured, tradition, marriage is popping into my mind for some reason, but of course that doesn't apply for everyone. Take what resonates. The Hierophant, is either following traditions or creating your own traditions. And since you have the Dragonstone, master of your own fate, what I see is that you have the power to create your own traditions. You have the determination, the confidence, the authenticity to create your own traditions. 10 of Swords. Again, turning disadvantages into advantages, but also mastering your thoughts. So the Swords suit is, swords are air, they're thoughts. They can also be communication. We see one, an arrow going right into his third eye, one going into his crown chakra, his throat, his heart. And so 10s are about completion. So one thing that you will do in this life is master your own thoughts, which is really going to help you to be the master of your own fate and manifest things with confidence. And the 6 of Wands. This is you succeeding at something and being recognized by others for your accomplishment. And in this case, we see all of these animals, and here, look at this. There's the meaning of the cards, and then there's what the images tell us, and then there's what we receive intuitively. One of your magic, one of your powers is your ability to communicate with animals, connect with animals on an emotional level. It is this heart center that you have that allows you to connect with animals. I don't know if you saw the light flicker again. Wow, it never does that. It's like your aura, your energy is so strong. Part of this mastering your thoughts is because you have such a strong heart center. And so it's like, if somebody says something, it doesn't bounce off you. It's like it hits you and you transmute that energy into a positive. And it's this heart energy that these animals are so attracted to. You may have already noticed that, maybe you visit someone's house and they have a pet and that pet wants to come and sit next to you or even on your lap. They might greet you at the door. And if you haven't noticed that, this is one of your dormant powers that you have yet to tap into. But if you've already noticed animals love you, then your guides would like you to start trying to telepathically communicate with them. And so you won't do this with your mind, but you'll do this with your heart. You'll just kind of feel or sense what that animal wants and needs. And conversely, because you have such a powerful, you emit such a powerful electric magnetic field through your heart, your animals will respond to you as well. So you may even, if you wanted to be, for example, a dog trainer, this would be a great field for you. Or if you wanted to help other people with their pets, this would be a great field for you. All right, and we have the Wheel of Fortune. That was the card that came out also, but was face down. Love that. And that, again, just, I feel, sums up what we said at the very beginning, is that you're able to turn that wheel, turn that situation, and make it favorable for yourself. They're telling, they're showing me, for some reason, they're showing me the story of Rumpelstiltskin. I can't remember the name of the daughter, but she was to spin straw into gold. If that means something to you, please let me know. I'm not really sure why they're showing me that, but that's what they were showing me. Reading number 1, I am just in awe of you and your beautiful energy. Please let me know how this resonates. I love to read your comments and the connections that you make. You're always welcome to reach out to me for additional guidance by connecting with me through my website. I'm wishing you the best. The light in me sees the light in you. Thank you. Bye. Hello, reading number 2. You chose the Goddess Stone, which is also called Menelite, sometimes called a fairy stone. They're found in rivers, and they have a very grounding energy, grounding qualities. They help instill a sense of security and stability. They provide comfort, especially during times of change and transformation, new beginnings, endings, the cycles of life. They offer wisdom and protection. They're great for use with meditation and tapping into our ancestral knowledge and communicating with our spirit guides. It helps with emotional healing, self-reflection, and connects us to, of course, Mother Earth and the divine feminine. And the card that you chose is Crystal. We see all the different sides on the crystal. So one of your abilities is to be able to see the different sides of a situation. Situations are multifaceted. So you're able to see that. And if you haven't tapped into that yet, this is a nudge from your spirit guides for you to begin to recognize that you can see situations from multiple sides, not even just two sides, but multiple sides. Crystals are used to heal and transform, just as we heard with the description of the Goddess Stone. They can also amplify our energy and our intentions. This is why we see crystals at the end of staffs or magic wands. They can transmute energy. So we'll see what the rest of the cards have to say. already feeling such an earthy, you know, crystals and stones, they come out of the earth. So I'm feeling you have a deep connection to the earth. You're very grounded, very earthy. That was Agnes. You can always go to Instagram and see what these dogs look like. But I feel this kind of earth magic or green witch type of energy, or just some kind of goddess energy, earth energy, nature, being very drawn to nature, drawing your power from nature. So they're showing me like Percy Jackson. If you're familiar with that book, or if you saw the movie, his father was Poseidon, so he would draw his power from the water. When he was standing in water, connected to water, he felt his power was amplified. So I feel just as crystals amplify our energy, your power, your ability, your strength is drawn from the earth. That helps to amplify. So you may like to go hiking, camping, things like this. And that's going to help strengthen you, heal you, restore you. All right, let's see. What powers, magic, that's reading number 1, yet to discover. And here comes Agnes back. What magic or power, that's reading number 1, yet to discover. You know, it's like 2 keep wanting to come out. That was the 3rd time it happened. So I'm just going to go ahead and take 2. Study. So learning things. You may be very good at learning things. Like maybe you're a person that you can watch somebody do something and then you know how to do it. Soar. You're being asked to stop dimming your own light. Period. It's time for you to come out of the shadows and soar. Yeah, so again, you are capable of a lot of things, it seems like, because you're such a quick study. You can learn things very quickly. This is one of your abilities. You're comfortable with being your authentic self. They're telling me things come easy to you. So if you don't believe that, that's why these cards probably came out together. It's time for you to start believing that, because that is one of your strengths. Breathe, healing with your breath. I'm hearing some of you may be singers, or perhaps there is something about your voice, your speaking voice, something that you say that may be soothing to others or help others to heal. I'm also hearing that you can easily let go of and dissipate anxiety, stress, difficulties with your breath. Just something rises up that starts to bother you, you can just kind of and let it out. And again, being out in nature, connected to the earth, this amplifies that power. It really strengthens it. Being able to let go of things. What power? Oh, something fell on the floor. Let me grab it. All right, the bat and hellbore, intuition. So you're very intuitive, and they're telling me this is why you're such a quick study, why you can learn things so easily, is because you tap into the collective consciousness. So you can literally watch someone do something and then it seems like you're remembering it. It's actually out there in the collective consciousness, but because you're so intuitive, because you're able to tap into that so easily, it's like you can recall it very easily. And they're reminding me that crystals can be programmed. They can store energy. So one of your powers, if you haven't already tried this, is not only can you program crystals, but you can read them. So stones and crystals, of course, they're very old. You can hold it in your hand and have a conversation with it, and it will share things with you. This is one of your powers. So if you haven't begun to utilize that, then your guides would like you to do so. If you have done that, please put that in the comments. This is validation of that. And it could be that you're ready to take it to the next level. Like they're telling me, I think it's called psychometry. I think I'm saying that right. So perhaps you already read crystals, and what they're showing me is maybe you could hold a piece of jewelry that belonged to someone else, somebody that's passed on, or even if they're still alive, and be able to tell something about that person from the energy imprint left on that item. Wow. What magic or powers has reading number 2 yet to discover? What magic or powers is reading number 2 yet to discover? All right. 5 of Cups. Interesting. Okay, I got it. It's like this breathe card. The 5 of Cups normally is, somebody who's looking at something in the past with regret or remorse. But in the context of our question, what power or magic have you yet to discover, or that lies dormant within you? You are able to recover from things very quickly. So this may be something you already use. Maybe it's not lying dormant in you. You just didn't realize it because it just comes so natural. It's like maybe a fish doesn't really think that it's in water, because it's just always there. And if you haven't realized that, then your guides want you to know that it's as simple as breathing in and out, focusing on your breath, and seeing whatever in the past is that's bothering you, leaving your energy as your breath leaves. So this is a power that you have. This is an ability that you have. You can recover from loss very quickly. If you already recognize that, please put that in the comments. That's a great gift to have. If not, then this is a practice your guides are encouraging you to take up. Ace of Cups. It's interesting with the Ace of Cups right after the 5 of Cups, because we see these shells, and then here's a shell with a pearl in it. So I'm hearing that you are a determined person, a focused person. If you set your sights on a goal, you're not going to get discouraged easily. You're going to stay focused on your target. Also, the Ace of Cups it's the beginning of the Suit of Cups. And so all of the love and the emotion that goes through the Two of Cups, the Three of Cups, the Four of Cups, and so on, comes from the Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups overflows with all of this love and emotion, fulfillment, contentment. So it's like you're very resourceful. Again, you're not going to get discouraged very easily. You're able to focus, like a laser on what it is that you want until you get it, until you find that pearl. It's like, you looked in 3 and you didn't find a pearl. You're going to keep going until you find that pearl. And we see these fish swimming towards it. Fish are a symbol of abundance. So again, you are resourceful, you're adaptable, you're going to find a way. Love that. What a great quality. What magic or power is lying dormant in reading number 2? All right, that is too many, but I'm going to take this one that's stuck in my hand, and we'll put the rest of these back. All right, we have the 8 of Pentacles. The 8 of Pentacles is honing your craftsmanship, fine-tuning your skills, leveling up. And we see here somebody watering this sunflower. So there's also this message of cultivation. And pentacles are resources. So you know how to cultivate your resources. And they're telling me that it's like if you lose something, one resource, it's not that big of a deal because you're always going to find another one. You just somehow things work out. It's like, oh, this, maybe it's like the car breaks, but as that car breaks, you also happen to win some raffle, and it's like the exact amount of money that it cost to fix that car. It's like things just like that just happen. You just think, oh, well, I can, because you're such a quick study, you learn something, then you're able to have some service, provide some service for someone that helps to make up for whatever it is that you lost. You're just very adaptable. Wow. And again, because you're so intuitive, you're so plugged into the collective consciousness, you just always know things are going to work out, and they do. And if you aren't like that, then this is a message from your guides to tap into that. But I see a lot of growth in your lifetime because you're able to learn lessons very quickly, not just a quick study like you watch somebody, take a napkin and fold it into a flower and then you know how to do it, but life lessons. You are able to adapt to things and learn things, master things very quickly. You're honing your skills. You're cultivating a better life. The cycles of life. Remember what we talked about with the Goddess Stone is that you have this strong connection to personal transformation and transitions, endings and new beginnings. You're very good at that. Okay, this ended. That's okay. You just breathe it out, let it go, and you keep going and you find a new thing. What powers or magic has reading number 2 not yet discovered? What magic or powers are lying dormant for reading number 2? All right, the Magician. Wow, okay, so we're asking what magic is lying dormant in you, and you get the Magician. Yeah. And look, she's got a crystal. She's wearing a crystal. We see magic coming out of her hands. If you are a Reiki healer, please let me know. If you're not, that might be something that you're able to do, is heal with your hands. Whether it's Reiki or massage or cranial sacral therapy, physical therapy, you're able to transmute energy. What magic or power has reading number 2 yet to discover? What power or magic lies dormant in reading number 2? All right, the world. Wow. You know, the world is everything. It's a holistic approach. It's completing things. One skill that you have is the ability to complete things. There are a lot of people who may start things, but they don't complete them. But like I said, maybe, you know, you don't get discouraged easily. So these 3 shells didn't have a pearl. You keep going until you find one. You keep cultivating your skills. And to others, it seems like magic. But you're just so intuitive and so tapped into the collective consciousness that it seems, you know, like you just, like everything just works out because you just can tap into that energy. Not everybody can complete what they start, but you can. If you hear little noises, those are the dogs. They like to sleep underneath the table. The world, you know, again, it's this holistic approach. It's this holistic experience. And what they're showing me is, let's say you have something that you don't, you have extra, or something breaks, you know, so now you have something. You're either going to trade that for something that you need, or you're going to, if it broke, you're going to take some part of it and use it to fix something else. It's like you can constantly see the big picture. And instead of feeling disappointed about this isn't what you needed, or this broke, or whatever, your mind is able to see everything at once and reassign that thing. Okay, well, I can't use it for this. I'll be able to use it for this other thing. And everything just works out. I love that. So if this resonates, please let me know in the comments. If not, this is a nudge from your guides to let you know that you know, it's time for you to tap into these powers, because they're truly amazing. You can be fulfilled. The world card is about fulfillment in all areas of your life. It's the final card in the major arcana. This is completing everything that you want to complete. And being fulfilled in all areas of your life. I love that. Reading number 2, please let me know how this resonates. I love reading your comments. You're always welcome to reach out to me for additional guidance if you feel that you need that. I'm wishing you the best. The light in me sees the light in you. Thank you. Bye. Hello, reading number 3. You chose the K2 crystal, which is actually a combination of quartz, feldspar, and azurite. And as It has the attributes of all of these stones combined. It's great for intuition and clairvoyance. It enhances our intuitive abilities and psychic awareness, giving us deeper insights. It's also a grounding stone. So even though it helps us to connect to the higher realms, it also helps us in anchoring those spiritual experiences into the physical world. It promotes mental clarity and focus, increases concentration during meditation or spiritual practices. It helps to release negative energy, promoting inner peace. And it helps us to communicate with our spirit guides and our higher self. And the card you chose is the Cave. The first thing that came to mind when I saw this card is Plato's allegory of the cave, which is, if you aren't familiar with it, basically the story is there are people that have spent their whole life in a cave, and there's somebody that's keeping them there. They're chained, they're bound, they can't leave. And all they can see in this cave is the shadows that are cast on one wall. And whoever's keeping them there, has shadows that look like these scary shapes of monsters. And so the people are very scared. They stay there. Well, one of the prisoners escapes, gets out, makes their way out of the cave. They're blinded by the light of the sun, which is metaphorical for the truth. But in time, they see clearly the reality and are able to, live life out in the rest of the world. They actually go back to help the others, but because they haven't seen what this person's seen, they just can't believe it. All they believe is the shadows that they see cast on the wall. Of course, caves also are like the womb of Mother Earth. And I can't help but think of the connection between crystals and caves. So we shall see. Already I'm hearing that you can see things that others can't. Not everybody makes it out of the cave, but I believe that either you already have or you have the ability to do that. What powers, magic, lie dormant in pile number 3? What magic and power lie dormant in reading number 3? All right, here we go. Warrior spirit. Relentless commitment to challenges, approaches life as a personal battle, here to master your forceful nature. What this tells me is that you are brave and resilient, determined. You are that one that can make it out of the cave. You're not going to allow others to limit you. You're going to seek the truth for yourself. What magic and power lies dormant in reading number 3? Moon belly, healing your gut. When I see moon belly, remember I said that a cave is the womb of Mother Earth. And what I see is that you can trust your gut. You can trust your instincts, your intuition. And if you don't feel like you can, this is a nudge from your guides for you to begin to do so. You can even do a meditation visualizing the moon in your belly, healing your gut, so that you begin to trust it. You know, being in a cave, if you are completely in the dark, you have to begin to trust your senses other than sight. Maybe sound and touch, and maybe your gut to find your way out. Yes, so again, you are that person that can find their way to their own personal truth, your reality. You're brave, you're resilient, intuitive. All right, let's get some more information. What magic and powers? Okay, this one. The turtle and coriander, satisfaction. Slow and steady wins the race, just like the tortoise and the hare. This card is reminding you to recognize everything that you've already achieved, everything that you've survived, everything that you've made it through. Remember, coming out of that cave, that is a huge feat. It may not be a certificate or plaque that you can hang on the wall to release yourself of this mental prison, to stop believing in the shadows and to make your way out of a dark cave, but it is huge. So recognize that. And it's interesting because in the Victorian language of flowers or plants, coriander is, the meaning is concealed truth. And certainly, the people that were in the cave trapped did not know what existed outside of the cave. So you have the ability to unearth the truth, to discover the truth. And it comes from your ability to follow your gut instinct. Trust in your intuition. Your guides keep saying, trust yourself. Trust your inner wisdom. All right, King of Swords. And it's amazing that that's the first card that comes out, because swords are all about our mind, our thoughts. It's the element of air. It's also communication. And here we have the King of Swords. So it is, that clarity of thought due to having a higher perspective, like a bird's eye view. You see him up on a mountain. He has this eagle. He's at this vantage point from up here, being able to expand his view. You can see more than what's in front of you. Just like the person in the cave knew there had to be more than those shadows on the wall. You can see more than that. Very intuitive. Okay, that one just flew on the floor. Give me a moment. All right. The Seven of Wands. You know, when I said vantage point, I was thinking of the Seven of Wands. And it's like the King of Swords gives you the ability to see the whole picture and make the best plan. And the Seven of Wands puts that plan into action. It's acting with your values, your insight, overcoming any kind of external forces that create a challenge for you. It's that determination, but it's easy to be determined to get to the other side or to get through this thing because you can see ahead what lies ahead because of your intuition. Wow. All right, let's keep going. What hidden magic or power? I really feel like this one wanted to come out. The Sun. Success. Because you have determination, because you have this foresight, you have the ability to succeed in your goals. And not just success, but to experience joy, happiness. And wow, going back to the allegory of the cave, to reach that light, to reach enlightenment, you have it within you to reach enlightenment. Even our first card has this big sun here. It's like somebody just coming out of the darkness and that sun starting to come out of the clouds. And here we have it bright, shining bright and strong. And I'm hearing, the power to manifest what you want, manifest your dreams. Slow and steady wins the race. It's consistent effort. You are in it for the long haul. You're not going to give up. You have that resilience, that determination. What power, magic does reading number 3 have? Lying dormant. Oh, okay. Ace of Pentacles. The Ace of Pentacles is prosperity, abundance. It's the beginning of the pentacle suit. So it could be a new project. In the context of our question, your power, your magic, it's that initiative. And the sun is also optimism. I love that in this deck, they depict the pentacles as the sunflowers. Because sunflowers, they follow the sun. So with your vision, your ability to see the whole picture or even beyond what is inside, your ability to trust your gut, your bravery, your willingness to follow it with action, take initiative. This is what is going to make you stand out from the rest. You definitely have the ability to do great things, to achieve, to manifest. You have that determination. Once you set your goal, you're going to do it. Let's see what's at the bottom of the deck. The World card. And, you know, the World is the last card of the major arcana. It's everything. So you know, this is the beginning of something, and this is you achieving it. It's achievement, but in all areas. It's fulfillment. It's also a sense of belonging. Because of this sun in the center here, you following the light, you being optimistic, I see also that you can easily attract the right kind of people, the people that are in alignment with your energy. I see you, if you haven't done it already, I see you finding your tribe. And it's interesting because we started in the cave, and the cave is the home of the hermit. And now we are out in the sun growing and, you know, exploring the whole world. It's so interesting that the first thing that they showed me was Plato's allegory of the cave. And I feel like all the tarot cards down here take us through that journey. Trusting yourself, seeing that there's more, but it's not seen with your eyes. It's your gut, your intuition, knowing that there's more, and then taking that initiative, taking action, doing what you need to do to free yourself from these shadows, and using your optimism to succeed, your solar plexus, your ability to manifest. I'm also hearing creativity. You know, with the sun and the moon belly, there's also this balance. There's stability. Wow, I am just in awe with your reading number 3. You can truly have it all. Please let me know how this resonates. I love to read your comments, the connections that you make between the images and the message, what you see, what you hear, how you connect it to your life. Of course, you're always welcome to reach out to me for additional guidance if you feel that you need it. But I see you succeeding in whatever endeavor you set your mind to. Through consistent work, through taking initiative, being determined, and being optimistic, you can achieve it all. The light in me sees the light in you. Thank you. Bye.